her way. This was part of her journey. Had to embrace the new in order to strip away the old, right? The domed tent sat atop a plain wooden deck. Off to one side was a large chicken coop, and a black and white cow grazed contentedly in the field. Animals? Was she supposed to be taking care of animals? Katie hadn't said a word about animals. Her heart, which had been nesting in her stomach, glided right on down to her shoes. Gabi had never had a house pet, much less been around farm animals. She hiccuped. Her lungs tightened and her head buzzed dizzily. Calm down. It was okay. She could handle this. Momentarily, she closed her eyes, let the fear wash over her and away, then brusquely dusted her palms. Move forward. The sun was sinking toward the horizon, bumping through gray clouds, sending cool fingers of winter to silver the long grass, ruffling in the breeze. The scent of the lake and Christmas tree pine tinged the air, smelling both earthy and surreal. She paused on the deck of the tent house, inhaled deeply, and listened to the silence. The chirp of a bird, the whisper of the wind, the gentle sound of her own breathing. Ah, peace. Nice. Very nice. She could get used to this. The ping of a metal axe against wood cut the quiet. Gabi lifted her head and glanced around. Less than 50 yards separated her from the Christmas tree farm, and through the branches of the trees she spied a man chopping at a fir that he felled in 3 easy whacks. He wore a blue flannel shirt that rippled in the back every time he swung the axe. The sleeves of his shirt were rolled up to the elbows, exposing forearms corded with muscles and giving her a show of strength, agility, and timing as he picked up the downed tree and tossed it effortlessly onto a flatbed trailer parked down the row of trees. Her gaze dropped to his masculine backside, hugged by a pair of faded Levi's. Uh-oh. She knew that butt. It was the same scrumptious ass she'd seen less than half an hour earlier at the coffee shop. It was He-Man. He pulled a red bandana from his pocket, mopped his face, then turned and caught her staring. Across the distance, his gaze slammed into her harder than a head-on collision. The air shot from her lungs so quickly she couldn't even hiccup. Holy writ of attachment! With 2 ground-munching strides, he reached the barbed wire fence and gracefully climbed it. Eeps! He was coming over. Unprepared for a face-to-face with him, Gabi backed up. Fast. She smacked into the door of the tent. Heart racing, she spun around, fumbled for the key, got the door open, and tumbled inside. The strap of her designer handbag dropped from her shoulder to the floor, and she sagged against the door. This was crazy. She wanted him. Truly wanted this stranger. But of course, she was too unnerved by that realization to have a conversation and figure out where this was going. Nowhere. It was going nowhere. She wasn't here for an affair. She was here to get her head screwed on straight, and all he would do was unscrew it. Chicken. Maybe. But she wasn't ready to talk to the likes of him. He was just too damn hot. Outside, a truck horn tooted. She peeked out the window to see that a red pickup with a trailer hitched to it had driven up to the front gate of the Christmas tree farm. Did everyone around here drive pickup trucks? He-Man, who was halfway across the road toward her, stopped, shrugged, and went back where he belonged, waving to the man who